Factoring x squared plus bx plus c. To factor a trinomial of this form, you need to find two numbers m and n whose product is c and whose sum is b. So to factor x squared plus bx plus c, that's equals to open parentheses x plus m close parentheses times open parentheses x plus n close parentheses. 1. If c is positive, then m and n have like signs that match the sign of b. 2. If c is negative, then m and n have unlike signs. 3. If the absolute value of b is small relative to the absolute value of c, first try those factors of c that are closest to each other in absolute value. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود x تربيع زائد 6x زائد 8. Example: factor the trinomials x squared plus 6x plus 8. To factor this trinomial, you need to find two numbers whose product is 8 and whose sum is 6. The two numbers are 2 and 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Therefore, the factorization of x squared plus 6x plus 8 is equals to open parentheses x plus 2 close parentheses times open parentheses x plus 4 close parentheses. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود 4t ناقص 77 زائد t تربيع. Example: factor the trinomials 4t minus 77 plus t squared. Before we factor, we need to rearrange the terms so that the trinomial is written in descending powers of t. So 4t minus 77 plus t squared will be equals to t squared plus 4t minus 77. To factor this trinomial, you need to find two numbers whose product is negative 77 and whose sum is 4. The two numbers are negative 7 and 11. Therefore, the factorization of the trinomial t squared plus 4t minus 77 is equals to open parentheses t minus 7 close parentheses times open parentheses t plus 11 close parentheses. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود 2x زائد 15 ناقص x تربيع. Example: factor the trinomials 2x plus 15 minus x squared. First, you need to rearrange the terms so that the trinomial is written in descending powers of x. So 2x plus 15 minus x squared will be equals to negative x squared plus 2x plus 15. Now factor out the negative sign. This will be equals to negative times open parentheses x squared minus 2x minus 15 close parentheses. Now we are going to factor the trinomials that's inside the parentheses. you need to find two numbers whose product is negative 15 and whose sum is negative 2. The two numbers are 3 and negative 5. Therefore, negative times open parentheses x squared minus 2x minus 15 close parentheses equals to negative times open parentheses x plus 3 close parentheses times open parentheses x minus 5 close parentheses. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود x تربيع ناقص 6x زائد 10. Example: factor the trinomials x squared minus 6x plus 10. To factor the trinomials, you need to find two numbers whose product is 10 and whose sum is negative 6. Since there is not a factor pair whose sum is negative 6, therefore x squared minus 6x plus 10 is a prime. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود x تربيع زائد 8xy زائد 15y تربيع. Example: factor the trinomials x squared plus 8xy plus 15y squared. To factor the trinomial, you need to find two numbers whose product is 15 and whose sum is 8. The two numbers are 3y and 5y. Therefore, x squared plus 8xy plus 15y squared equals to open parentheses x plus 3y close parentheses times open parentheses x plus 5y close parentheses. مثال: حلل ثلاثية الحدود 3x أس 3 زائد 18x تربيع زائد 24x. Example: factor the trinomials 3x cubed plus 18x squared plus 24x. To factor these trinomials, first factor out common monomial factor 3x. So this will be equals to 3x times open parentheses x squared plus 6x plus 8 close parentheses. Now factor the trinomials that's inside the parentheses. You need to find two numbers whose product is 8 and whose sum is 6. The two numbers are 2 and 4. Therefore, 3x times open parentheses x squared plus 6x plus 8 close parentheses equals to 3x times open parentheses x plus 2 close parentheses times open parentheses x plus 4 close parentheses.